Hey, so this has come up a lot for you guys. And when it comes up a lot, I always want to do a teaching on it because I know that this will help. What to do when it feels like your marketing has stopped working. The algo gods are working against you, the impressions have nosedived, everything feels like it's conspiring to like fuck you over. Like I want you to just take a deep breath, save this video, come back to it. It's going to help you. So, first and foremost, have you built a simple marketing plan? If not, come to the masterclass on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd next week. Sign up for the replays if you can't make it live. I'm going to walk you through what needs to be in a simple marketing plan. And I promise you, it's like two sentences, it's four decisions. That's how simple we're talking. Because if it's simple, your brain's going to get on board with it. Now, let's assume you have a simple marketing plan. You're showing up, you've chosen LinkedIn, you're doing some networking. You're showing up, and then a week, 2 weeks, a month comes along, nothing seems to be landing. Before you touch a single thing, here's what I want you to do. I want you to build, number one, the skill of sitting in the emotion of uncertainty. I know this to be the thing because I went through it myself several times. I keep going through it, which is why I have someone who helps me see this and build this skill. And there's nuances to this. We're like always building and always leveling up with our skills. A skill is something you can learn. You can learn to sit in the emotion of uncertainty. Our brain doesn't like it. Our brain thinks something's gone wrong. It would rather hear clear no's and clear yeses and clear responses. But that's not life. There's too many variables. People have their brains and they're going to like scroll past something or glance at it and not respond, look at stuff on their iWatch and then forget to respond to it. Everyone's in their own like timeline of when they're going to respond and if they're going to respond. You're never going to know who and when. That's the thing that you are never in control of. So I just want you to pull back to the things you are in control of, which is how you think and feel and act about your marketing towards your marketing. So this is the skill that's underneath everything really when it comes to marketing and selling. It's being okay with the uncertainty. It's knowing it's part of the process. It's not evidence something's gone wrong. Here's what actually happens instead. We want the certainty. We crave the certainty. So we go looking for it in the impressions, the responses, all that kind of jazz. The second you do that, you're delegating the trust that it is working and that to trust your process outwardly in something you can't control. You're letting a dashboard decide whether you're allowed to feel good today. I want you to stop doing that. What we actually want is to build that trust in you, not in what's showing up on a screen. So the work is learning to sit in the emotion, whatever that is for you, the doubt, the frustration, the worry, the disappointment, whatever it brings up, whatever uncertainty feels like for you, without needing it to be resolved straight away. Most of the time, nothing's actually gone wrong. It's just you had an expectation, you had a thought about how it was going to go that you created from something, and the reality hasn't matched up yet. It's different. I thought people would be booking calls by now. I thought that was a great post, and I thought it would go like this and be received in this way, and it hasn't. It's all that's happened. You've got thoughts on it that are making you feel wobbly and unhelpful and uncertain. So the work isn't to resist this emotion, it is to sit in it and experience it. And I see so many people that think something's gone wrong because they're feeling that's just part of being a business owner. That would be, you'd feel all those emotions in an employed setting too. They're not anything we only give it meaning if we're giving it meaning. And usually it means something's gone wrong, something's not working. So it's hard to troubleshoot from that energy. It's hard to see anything. It's just that stopped working. What a problem. What a pickle. Now what do I do? Because it seems to be I'm at the mercy of the algorithm and the impressions. I can't control that. Then we go and try harder and double down, and we're not fixing the thing, which is you just need to feel a little bit more frustrated or a bit more disappointed. And I know on your pursuit to a higher revenue goal and to growth, you can do that. I know you can do that. And this is why it matters beyond your own experience, your own comfort. If you can tolerate more of that emotion in yourself, you become able to hold that same space for your best clients, the ones in your audience right now who are unsure and uncertain. There's a ton of them. There's some that just come in and they're like, I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for. When I see it, boom, I decide, and they'll move quicker. There's so many people there that hang in, that are watching, going, yes, 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 but I have questions. And if you cannot tolerate if you can't sit with the not knowing, your brain can't think for them. It's thinking about the algorithm, it's thinking about the impressions, thinking about your level of disappointment. When you can sit with the not knowing, your brain is freed up to think for them. I wonder what I could share with them. Oh, maybe I could tell them this. I could help them see that. But when you can't tolerate uncertainty yourself, you've got nothing left over to hold the space for anyone who is uncertain too, because you're too busy trying to escape your own. And this is what I see. I've seen it myself firsthand. I've felt it myself. So, what I want you to do is just notice when it comes up and be like, oh, I'm feeling really frustrated. I had a thought about how it was going to go. Okay, it's gone differently. That's all that's happened. And put your brain to good use. Like, if someone was sat in my audience right now and they were a little bit unsure and a bit uncertain, what can I share with them? What can I tell them? What thought do I think they have? How can I speak to that? And what can I share with them as a different insight, a different thought, something that they could take and use and put to use and feel something different? Because then when they feel that, they're not going to feel uncertain. They're going to feel more certainty, more trust. They're going to step towards me. And then we always give people a next step to take as well. So that's the antidote, is you need to be able to be totally okay with uncertainty, not because running a business is risky and it's all risk. Staying in a company, working for someone that you don't like, trust me, I did it for years, for decades. Risky, uncertain. Oh, I like the certainty of having a paycheck every month. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know it's going to happen. There's always uncertainty. There's always risk wherever you choose to go and make your money. So I want you to build the certainty for you. I want you to start building trust for you. And it starts with you being willing to experience the emotion and not fighting against it. And this is the second benefit to this is I hear people a lot that get very tired, and I have done this myself where I'm like, I said I'd make, I don't know, 20 invitations to come to a masterclass. It's happening next week. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But I go and I sit down and I'm like, oh, not that person because they already know about it, or oh no, they it's not for them. Oh, and we start like overthinking and pre-qualifying people. Then we start thinking about, oh, but then they might react like this. Oh God, and then that's too much. I've already asked this person. Oh, I don't want to ask them again. I don't want to be a pest. It'll be too much for them. And we feel tired. We have tiring thoughts. And then we stop making invitations to take the next step, whether that's booking a call, whether that's coming to a free training, engaging with something, whatever it is, there's a next step. We ration that. We start rationing that out because we think they'll be too tired. I will tire them out. It's because you're tired, because you're having tiring thoughts. That's all that's happened. So, how can you have thoughts that energize you instead of tiring you? And some of the thoughts that I had that literally shift on a knife edge, this needs to be in their hand. I remember how damn valuable this is and why I created it. People need to know about it. Even if I tell them and it's not something they're working on, I'd rather they knew. There's so much demand out there. People will find this so helpful. It's my job to get it in front of more people because I created it for a reason. And I am not done telling lots of people about it. Suddenly, I'm energized. 20 invitations go out straight away. Yeah, that's how it works. So when we feel tired, when we feel like we might piss people off and then we'll lose the opportunity, it's not a thing. You're just getting tired. You're peeing yourself off. That's what's happening. So then we hold back. We don't make the same level of invitations. We don't have that show up level that creates the new revenue. So then we're doubly disappointed. We're disappointed anyway, and we're disappointed we don't have what we wanted because we didn't do the thing. Don't be doubly disappointed. Just be onto your brain. No, it's a beautiful machine that is just trying to keep you safe. It's doing its best. And here we are going out there doing all these things that are so uncertain, and it is having a mad, it is having a tantrum. Just need to sit it down and be like, uncertainty's cool. It's fine. We can deal with uncertainty. We don't need to know all the stuff. I trust I'll be capable with what comes next. I have got this. I have decided for us, we're going to share this with more people because it's important. Can you get on board? Great. Right, let me go and do it. That's it. It takes like seconds to reset, but we don't do it. We think something's gone wrong. We tell ourselves really unhelpful thoughts. We feel glum. It causes us to retreat. And then it just affirms, yeah, nobody's booking calls with me because we've stopped asking, we've stopped showing up because we had a thought. That is why your marketing feels like it stopped working because you have a thought about it. So hopefully this has helped. Just to reset everything, I have a masterclass happening next week, which is the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of July at 11 o'clock. It's for about an hour. And then on the 23rd, it'll be about 90 minutes when we summarize everything. Come live if you can. But if you want the insight and you're like, this is what I need help with, I need to know how I believe in the money that I want to make because I'm putting this goal out, but I don't think it's possible. It's never going to work. You're going to literally be putting out more of the not possible, and that's what you're going to be seeing more of. We don't want that. That's not how we manifest new revenue, new clients, new goals. So we want you excited and energized, and for your goal to make sense for you so that it hits your money goal. What are you selling? Why are you selling that? That's the first thing that we get clear on. Second thing is we get a simple marketing plan and a pathway with all the steps needed to get someone from knowing you to booking a call. When that is missing and the steps missing and the plan is not simple, no wonder it feels like it stopped working because there was never a plan. We don't know what problems to solve when we're in that stage. So we just start solving all the problems. And usually the solutions we grab things for a different stage of business. They're not for your stage of business if you're trying to make your first 5, 10K consistent months. So things like automation, things like ads, it just compounds the bottleneck of where people are stuck. It doesn't fix the problem. You don't magically just start getting more sales calls booked. And I know that's the goal. So we want to how do we get more sales calls booked? And then how do we convert more? How do we sell well and feel more confident and feel good? And so we're not caught in this endless follow up at the end where we're waiting and hanging and like, do I chase? How often do I chase? When do I stop chasing? When you have a process, a simple process to lead people to a decision in a call, you can do that in 1 or 2 calls. It doesn't have to like spill out forever in a day. You get faster decisions, you get paid quicker, and the people who are a no, they get to go and find what they want instead. And you know that. So it's a win-win on all counts. So that's what I have for you. How do we get this attention and turn it into activation and get people over here to paid clients faster? And how does that hit my revenue goal? That's what we're going to be solving for over the 3 days. So the link is going to be in the comments for that. We also open up a Slack channel and it's popping off in there already. People are asking questions. They're seeing the problems that they're trying to solve here. Actually, they're not problems when we solve it over here. So, like, how often do I follow up for? Well, hang on a second. Why are we not getting a decision in a call? And then we have a look at what's going on there and solve for that. So, like we're solving problems around marketing, being paid, having people show up, making decisions. All of that is happening for free. And the replays and the masterclasses are all going to be available until the 31st of July. So sign up on the link in the comments. You will get all the uh, links and you can put it in your diary. There's a little button that you can add to iCal or whatever it is. It all goes into your calendar, and then you'll get an email separately with the link for the Slack to join. And we'll see you over there and get help. And if you're thinking, I need direct help with this, I have the intention in my head to get help with sales and marketing, come to the masterclass for sure. But I'm also going to put in a link to book in a consultation call, because when you're in that like energy of I need help and this has spoken to me and this is the stuff, you can jump on and book a call and we can talk about getting direct support to help you personally with your business, with selling and marketing, and turning all this effort that you're putting into it into paid invoices and clients. So that's what I have for you. It is action packed. I'm activated and energized to help you with this. Book on the link. And if you're like, no, I need help with this right now, book a call, we'll talk it through, and I will see you all soon. See you